coming close, coming close.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I won't bite. This is close. We call this close-up magic. So if you're not close, you won't be able to see it. And I don't want you playing. Just you can't see. It's not my problem. But AJ overbooked the stadium. All right, now we're ready to go. Okay. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. And when I do these shows, some people have been drinking. And that's okay, I'm going to be drinking after this myself. You can see it's a beer, but if you look, it's barely been touched. That's my first of the evening. I've been drinking more water, because you've got to keep a clear head when you're doing this sort of stuff. But I do find that if I come across someone who's had one too many beers, they react differently. I have no problem with how they react, they just react differently. So I've found over the years to use what I like to call a breathalyzer deck. Right? And it's a deck of cards, but it behaves like a breathalyzer. And if I blow on it, you'll notice that we have a deck of cards that are all blue and they're different, which is what a deck should look like if you were sober. Now, I don't know your name.
Geraldine.
Geraldine. Okay, Geraldine. Would you mind? I see you've got a glass of wine in your hand. That's okay.
Okay.
Can you just blow on the deck? Blow on the deck. All right. We're just going to get a reading.
Okay.
Just to see. Oh, red. Now, let's make sure that's not a false positive, Geraldine. All right. So just give me one more. That's it. Good. Please. Okay. So we're definitely getting a reading. Now, as you know, red is the international color of danger. That's why the Red Cross is not called the Green Cross. But the red is not as bad as you think. What's worse is the Queen of Diamonds on the bottom. All right, so let's see what we got. Oh dear. That's bad, Geraldine, isn't it? We're getting a bad negative reading. Oh, I mean, in fact, it pretty feels good. This is the beautiful thing about drinking, But I'm just going to cut away that Queen, get rid of that Queen. What do we have now? Another Queen. Can we have just one more? That's one more reading. Let's have a look. See, now we've got two Queens. This is not good at all, is it? Ginger's thinking this is scary. And what's worse is, see, now they're all Queens and they're all red. So
I am so drunk right
I'm
now.
going to get another reading over here if you don't mind.
Okay.
What's your name, sir? Stevie. All right, Stevie. Have you been drinking tonight, Stevie? Can you because some people, they drink before they arrive as well, you know what I'm saying? I know how, that's what my wife does, Oh dear, we're off the charts here, aren't we? Look. Wow. So we got from seeing double to blanking out over here, So this is okay. No, this is because you're young. You're okay. You're young. You can handle it. I wish I was young. So we're back to normal because I just took a reading. So we're good. So now the complete circle. Slightly tipsy, a little more paralytic, and sober. Okay, so I'm just getting a reading of the audience, and I'm going to extrapolate out for the rest of the audience. So now I can do the rest of my act in with some confidence. Now, this trick I did, I first did this trick when I was 12 years old, about 30 years ago. And, laugh. Did you see that hysterical laugh? What I've got here, I've got 9 cards. And I have 8 8s and a king. And I'm just going to show you a trick and see if you like it. Just remember, I first learned this trick when I was 12 years of age. So we'll see if it keeps going. We have 8 of spades here. There's that one there, and we have another 8 of spades there. We have an 8 of spades here. There's that one down there. We have an 8 of spades there. There's an 8 of spades. I use all these 8 of spades so you don't, it's easy to remember. Otherwise, people get confused. There's an 8 of spades there, and there's one there, and there's the lovely king. Now, to my mind, the king looks nicer. It's better, it wins more in cards. It's just a nice card. So what I'm going to try to do is take that king, give it a rub, and there's another king. We take this king here, give it a rub, another king. Now, as you progressively go down the line, it gets harder. So this one, you have to go through the hand. Finally. Now, this one here, Ginger. Can you put it in your hand? Hold up your hand. Just my hand as well. Lift it up. See what you got. 2 kings. 2 kings in the back of that. Look at that. So, now we're halfway. Now, this is where it gets difficult because, guys, now you're watching. Geraldine was thinking, well, no, that king and 8 card trick. We've seen those before. I can try this. So, what we're going to do here, we're going to take these cards here. Now, watch closely. Notice my hands are empty. We've got 2 kings and an 8. We take that king there. Notice that it's got a nice red back. If we set down there, look, there's a king, there's a red back there. See those red backs? You've got to watch very closely There's the king. It's like watching Shin Lim, isn't it, really? You know what I'm saying? There's another king there. King there. Just turn these guys over. 1, 2, 3. One last one. All right. 1, 2, 3. That, my friends, is proof of a misspent childhood.
Beautiful.
All right. Now, let's try. Let me try this one. In a moment, I'm going to show you this this little photo here. And in fact, there's a very tiny picture of me and Laurie when we first got married on there for the history buffs. Now this deck is an old deck of cards, and you'll see why it's old, because what I've done, I decided I wanted to learn the position of every card in the deck. And the easiest way was to number them, and kind of number them all the way through. But I gave up, because it's just too difficult. To give you an idea, look, the Queen of Hearts, that's number 14. Yes, that's number 14. The 4 of Diamonds is number 44, I think that's right. 2 of Clubs is number 21. You know, imagine learning the whole deck. Who's got time for that? I got no time for it. I got nothing. So, we're not going to do that trick. You're insane. Thank the Lord of that. I was thinking that was going to happen. So, we're going to do a totally different trick. Patrick, I want you to name any card in the whole deck.
3 of clubs.
3 of Clubs. Okay, 3 of Clubs. Let's see if we can find... There it is, 3 of Clubs. Beautiful. All right. Now, Kelly, I want you to name another totally different card in the whole deck. Any card. Different from this one.
6 of Hearts.
6 of Hearts. Okay, 6 of Hearts. Now, these are free choices, aren't they, people? Free choices. There's a 6 of Hearts. Did I know your name? Do I know your name?
Yes, Kieran.
Kieran. Oh, you're Kieran. All right. I've already I called Nick Kieran already. I get confused with the beards. Kieran. Any card different from these two this time. Totally different. Any card.
King of Hearts.
King of Hearts. We've had a heart. What about a different suit?
Ace of Spades.
Oh, the Ace of Spades. Motorhead fan. You could have been a Motorhead fan. Were you a Motorhead fan? Didn't Lemmy die recently?
He did a couple years ago.
Poor Lemmy.
Rest in peace.
They were good.
Out for
They were good.
Lemmy.
The Ace of Spades. All right. The Ace of Spades. Anyway, stop. Control yourself, Andy. All right. So, would you say we've had those 3 cards freely chosen? Now, do you remember I said at the beginning there was this photo? And if you look very closely, there's a picture of me and Laurie when we first got married. You probably can't see it, can you? Geraldine's thinking, I can't see that. You young people, you can see everything, can't you? Yeah, I can't see anything. I can barely see the table here. But if you look closely on this photo, there's 3 cards. And they've got numbers on the backs of those cards. All right, can you see that? Perfect. I don't have my eyes. Fine, look. On the back of this card here, there's a number 17, there's a number 49, and the number 23. Can you see those? Wouldn't it be amazing if these 3 cards that you randomly chose were these same numbers? You ready for this? Look at this. Number 17, there's number 17. There's number 49, there's number 49. They're even in the same position, look at this. And there's number 23. Wow, look at that. What a way to end the show. Thank you guys.
All right.
Now, when I was younger, I always wanted to do the cut and restore rope trick. But my mother wouldn't let me play with scissors. So, you know, it's not even a funny joke, is it? I thought it was funny when I was doing it, but no one's laughing so far. So
Not even your wife. She's not laughing.
I was going to say, did your wife play with scissors?
No, so she wouldn't let me play with scissors, and so I've got these 3 ropes. Now, unfortunately, they're all different lengths. So what I need you all to blow as hard as you can on the count of 3, and we want to get them to be the same length. All right? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, look at that. Now we have 1, 2, 3 ropes, all the same length. Now, we're now going to turn this 3 ropes into 1 rope, right before your very eyes, visibly. Right, thank you for asking for the encore.
You're welcome.
I've never been asked back before. And here we go. Get ready, right before your very eyes. 1 piece of rubber game. Alright, now, let me,
It's true. It is true.
Irrefutable.
Geraldine, if you could hold on to the end right then. Try to keep the knots above.
Oh, there.
Oh, hang on, let me just try one thing before we do that. We need to run some magic on them, don't we? Let me put them in my pocket. Give the pocket 2 taps, 1 hot and 1 cold. Bit of British humour there for you, Ginger. You understand the British humor? No one understands my jokes anymore, do they? British humor, taps, we call them taps. One hot and one cold. They're not faucets, they're taps. You see, it's just British humor. All right. Sorry, hold on to. Sorry to mess you around, really.
It's okay.
It's the hair. It's through me. Now, okay, what we're going to do here on the count of 3. Oh, let's take this. Let's take this cane. Here we go. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Give it a pull. Pull. And one piece of rope again.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Super cool.
All right. Now we're done.